Capricorn, love and light to all here. Welcome, welcome. This is your December reading 2019. For number of Capricorn, we're rolling into the month here for you with a very strong sense of clarity as it relates to what it is that you are actually attracted to. I'm hearing in that way right off the bat. For a number of you, you have a very clear idea, I'm hearing, in mind of what it is that you would like to also make very clear in a public way. It's like, for a number of you, perhaps it's something that you even want to brand. It could be something that you want to broadcast. It could be something where you're like, this is who I am. This is how I would present myself. This is how I see myself fitting into those jeans. I'm hearing genuine here with the devil and the fool. Now, you came through strongly in Aquarius reading. Oh mine, what a powerful reading that was. Just came out of that reading. The sun in reverse, the Temperance card upright. For a number of you, there's something that you feel. The Ace of Swords coming through, the Hermit, that you need to direct. Okay, it's perhaps a space that you feel you need to kind of even represent, to embody. For a number of you, this is something that you feel requires patience, or has required patience to a certain point. For a number of you, especially if you've got a lot of Virgo in your chart, oh my, there's perhaps been this sort of streak of perfectionism that you feel in some way you've needed to harness as you would move through into this new beginning. Now, for another number of you, this is something that you've been timing. You have the Nine of Cups upright. Oh my, dreaming of fantasizing. The Father of Wands upright as well. The World's in reverse. But there's been a lot of pressure. The Ten of Wands upright with the World. Oh my. Mirroring the Father of Wands and the Nine of Cups. There's been a lot of pressure. Okay, specifically with setting an impression in a public way, even in a physical way, for a number of you. Now, let's get all the cards and see what comes through for you, dear Capricorn. I'm hearing it's about the classroom here, discussion, dynamic, the Son of Cups in reverse. Something's coming full circle now. Five of Pentacles upright, Two of Cups in reverse. We're realizing what we really want, okay? And we're getting really honest with that. Now, what makes it obvious for us is when we don't feel that we are in that space, operating in that space that we actually would like to be. For a number of you, perhaps to say it in this way, it's been a process of, well, does this satisfy me? I don't think so. So that's starting to make it quite clear, okay, what by way of the foil of that space will, I'm hearing, naturally do so. Okay, so will naturally also, I'm hearing, satisfy me. I'm hearing attract me as well. The High Priestess upright. For you could be dealing with a Pisces. Death card is in reverse. I'm hearing, where is their dance here going here with the High Priestess upright and the Death card in reverse? It could be a cycle that you've been moving through. It could be you with you as well. It could be something that you feel you are at the threshold of making an executive decision on. I'm hearing making a very clear also offer to in some way. Is the Empress upright. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. I'm hearing this is something we feel we really need to kind of program. We need to plan. We need to prepare. Five of Cups, Son of Wands. You have the Magician mirroring the Son of Wands. For a number of you, it's a lot of pressure. I'm not going to lie. Ten of Swords as well. These cards are all horizontally laid, moving into the future. Now, we got the Ace of Wands upright, the Hermit upright, Two of Swords upright. Now, this is real interesting because we have the Ace of Wands and we have the Hermit. And then we have the Two of Swords right over the Ten of Swords. Once we finish one cycle, boom, we're here on stage and we're ready to act, but we have here alongside the actors, okay, the editor of the script. Now, what kind of pressure do you think that puts on the actor, right? Like, I don't know what that's alluding to. I'm hearing Texas Hold'em. I'm hearing the skirt steak. I don't know what I'm hearing. Discussion. I'm not sure what else. Here comes the Daughter of Wands in reverse. Somebody feels that somebody is actually they've moved on from them. What's that about? Somebody feels like, are they even like still holding on? Are they even still hoping, wishing, dreaming? Are they even still in love with me? The Eight of Pentacles right over the Eight of Wands. The Temperance card is looking down at the Ace of Wands. The Daughter of Cups is upright and the Mother of Pentacles is in reverse. Right in between, smack dab, the Daughter of Cups upright and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. For a number of you, somebody feels that there is a space of planning that they need to directly address, like, suddenly. It's kind of interesting. It's like, I'm seeing somebody was like taking their time with something, like really taking their time. And then suddenly it's like they suddenly shift gears. They're like, suddenly they shift gears. They're like, I need to now just really get super great at this game and just like whack the ball out of the court. So yeah, and I'm hearing the Ace of Wands here, right here, mirroring this Eight of Wands and the Temperance card and the Daughter Cup. Somebody's like, they're literally, I'm hearing, because I'm lost without you, can't have myself, how does it feel to know that I love, baby? Ace of Swords upright, Two of Wands in reverse, Father of Swords in reverse, mirroring the Ace of Swords upright. For a number of you, somebody is doing fractions and decimal points when it comes to the learning curve. Okay, now think about that. Learning curve is like over time, right? You get used to this space. You acclimate to it. You grow comfortable with it in some way, right? How do we program that space exactly? How do we, decide even when we will have been ready, right? To kind of put into practice in motion what we've been preparing for, what we've been kind of practicing. Now, for a number of you, this is something that you feel it's a proctored exam. For a number of you, though, this is actually something that you want to propose, and you're like, there's so much pressure. Ace of Cups in reverse, Ace of Swords upright, Daughter of Wands in reverse. I'm hearing, where did she go? Daughter of Wands is mirroring the Daughter of Cups in the Temperance card. Somebody actually hasn't heard from someone in a really long time, and they're like, what happened to the radio show there? Daughter of Swords in reverse, Mother of Pentacles in reverse, Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Like, somebody has stopped responding to someone's messages even. Like, they haven't reacted to some space here for some reason. I'm hearing boogers. I don't know what that's about here with the Magician. I'm here because me dancing. Yeah. Okay. Now, the Daughter of Cups is feeling like she's about to get awkwardly called out in class. Daughter of Swords in reverse, Daughter of Cups. That's what somebody might be feeling. Someone may feel when they present this. They're like, I don't want her to feel that she's suddenly shown a flashlight. I'm hearing in her face and being I'm hearing held up by the police, with this announcement. I don't know, somebody feels like, I don't want to jump at her with this. Also jewelry, the Ace of Swords upright, the Two of Swords in reverse, the Ace of Cups in reverse, mirroring the Ace of Swords upright. Somebody is actually very sensitive here, the Daughter of Cups in the Temperance card, and there is a space of memory. It's subtle. I'm seeing specifically, somebody feels like they need to work with someone on even a level that is sentimental, that is sensitive. Nine of Cups upright, mirroring the Daughter of Cups, and again we have the Ace of Swords coming through, the Ace of Cups coming through, Ace of Cups in reverse, Ace of Swords upright. They feel that they need to be very careful even with the way that they communicate, or they need to be very careful with the way, they need to be cautious about the way that they communicate their emotions with this person in some way, as they feel it. But what? I'm hearing this has been more this is irrelevant. I'm hearing irrelevant with the Daughter of Cups and she's actually not even thinking about that, okay? I'm hearing that specifically. Why are we thinking about measuring out emotion in the discussion? Okay? I'm hearing that specifically. Somebody is very confused. Now, this is not for everyone. Always take it as you will. Can be taken perceived in different ways. Okay, Mother of Wands are coming through, mirroring the Daughter of Cups. So, for a number you're dealing with someone who's got a lot of Sag on their chart. They got a Pisces Sag, you got the High Priestess Temperance coming through. Even Leo, even Scorpio. I'm hearing they're learning how to manage their frustration. I'm not sure what that's alluding to. Okay, this person is they've got this really private life, this private side to them. They're quiet, but then they're also very, very concerned about things. They get very, very paranoid, I'm hearing specifically. They get concerned, but they have this I'm hearing this quasi social life going on. I don't know what that's alluding to. They're I'm kind of popular, but I don't even call anyone. I'm hearing up after class. I don't know what that's about. Maybe somebody has some sort of even audience, or some kind of really public space that they participate in, but then they like don't actually participate in it in some way. They're kind of private about the way that they entertain even their public life. Interesting. Now, for a number of you, again, like this could be somebody also feeling that somebody is almost unattainable in some way, perhaps, but at the same time, they feel like, I do have a chance, though. I'm hearing it specifically in the way, but then they create this focus. Now, with the Ace of Cups in reverse and the Nine of Cups upright, it's like they could create this whole hysteria in their own mind around the question of who they would be to this person. Like, but hold on a second. They're kind of like creating this space of impression and expectation. It's really an expectation here with the Ace of Cups in reverse. It's like, I'm guessing what they would expect, okay, me to deliver. And so because I feel that I perhaps am to be quite careful in that space of describing it, what does that mean? Okay. I must take my time with that and not show them the full spectrum of emotion quite yet that I really do feel. And it's like, but it's awkward because the Daughter of Cups is not actually expecting anything. Okay? Like, to be honest, I'm hearing Frank. She's not focusing on that. I'm hearing specifically. Here, okay. She's not looking at, I'm hearing the four corners in the room, making sure that all of the bows and arrows are angled perfectly in each direction. Like, she's not focused on the foundation like that. I'm hearing specifically. If anything, she's wondering when the shakeup is going to come. Okay, I'm hearing specifically. It goes 1, 1, 1, 1 right there. Eight of Wands upright and the Ten of Swords. Now, you're leading out the Eight of Wands, the Daughter of Swords. Somebody's actually, they're wondering. I'm hearing they're wondering what is going to be talked about here. I'm hearing about the Temple discussion, the Temperance card upright. I'm hearing training, the Wheel of Fortune. Somebody's wondering where the cycle's going. I'm hearing, excuse me, Patrick. I'm hearing, are you on the other line? I'm hearing, are you focused? I'm hearing, what's the story? I'm hearing, what's the story, Buzz? I'm hearing that specifically. The Hermit and the Father of Pentacles with the Ace of Wands and the Daughter of Swords, the Son of Wands and the Empress. Okay, now it's weird because I'm even seeing, not weird, but it's interesting rather, because I'm seeing somebody's actually like, they put someone on hold. They're like, here, just wait here. I think you need to wait a little longer. Hold on. And this person, it's like, they don't get it because they don't understand why they would need to wait. If anything, because they feel that they're waiting on this other person. So for a number of you, it's actually a misunderstanding. Perhaps for a number of you, or a difference in perspective. It's like, even culturally, like I'm hearing in relation to cultural norms, somebody feels like they need to push something out a little longer. Okay, I'm hearing to make the hedgehog feel like a toad. I'm not sure what that's looking here with a hermit. Like, okay, I'm hearing Princess, the High Priestess upright, and the Empress upright. Now, somebody is, I'm hearing a Golden Globe nominee with the Empress, the High Priestess, the Son of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. I'm hearing in someone's mind at least. Somebody, to say in this way, somebody's actually incredibly, somebody is impressed by someone here. Big time. They look at this person and they think she's all that. I'm hearing that specifically. She is everything that I would want. I'm hearing specifically the Empress upright, the High Priestess upright, the Son of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. Now, for a number of you, it's like somebody feels like there is, again, a lot of pressure to also make this clear, to propose this feeling, where it's like, I feel this. Now, I need to present it. Okay, now that feeling becomes kind of like, not like, oh my goodness, I don't think I can do it. It becomes more like, I hold this vision out into the future and I leave it in suspension. I'm hearing until I'm hearing the notes become clear to me. Oh, interesting. So somebody almost like, I'm seeing even somebody, they feel like they even leave something to time, I'm hearing, to tell itself out. Interesting. Hold on. I'm hearing tell her with the Ace of Wands, the Son of Wands, the High Priestess, the Empress. It's like, I'm seeing in some way feeling pressure in the heart chakra. It's like somebody feels like they also left someone hanging. Like they really left someone freaking alone. I'm hearing in the cold here. I'm hearing in the in the show. Like, it's ironic because somebody's so freaking attracted to someone here. I'm hearing ding dong, dang dong attracted with the Son of Wands and the High Priestess. So much so that they disappeared from the space completely. I'm hearing so much so that they disappeared. Son of Wands. They're looking at someone and they're like smiling and they're backing up. Like, that's the kind of feeling I'm feeling here with the Son of Wands and the High Priestess. Like, I'm gonna come back for you. You just wait there, okay? You wait there. I'm here. Chew on your bubblegum. High Priestess is like, I don't even have bubblegum to chew on. I don't chew. I'm hearing I change. I'm hearing that specifically here. That wow, you see that word? I shapeshift. I'm hearing that specifically. And High Priestess speaks of Piscean energies, Neptune, right? I'm hearing it. I shift for a number of you. Somebody here, like, they're on a totally different wavelength. we just gotta put it out there like that. Okay, the High Priestess and the Empress, like, she's in her room changing her clothes, like, not for the show that you think she is, okay? Attending, okay, or to show herself out as at. Now, I know this is a bit abstract for a number of you, but for a number of you, it is actually happening on an energetic level where, or even, this is for a number of you, it's like somebody has the wrong idea here. I don't want to say wrong, but they have, not that it's wrong, but they feel that the way they're perceiving it is somehow like, and subconsciously perhaps, it might be subconscious, that it is in this way. It's interesting. It's like, I know in my heart that this is what the situation is, but I'm kind of like addressing it as this for right now. I'm hearing for the time being. Like, somebody is also incredibly physically aroused by this space in some way. And they almost, I'm here, it has to do with changing clothes of the High Priest and the Empress. Like, they almost like, they chase themselves down, or they chase themselves out of the room even. Like, again, I'm seeing somebody backing up out of a room. It's like kind of weird. I don't know. Like, they're like, oh, okay. And then they do not represent the feeling space there. They represent the physical space that they feel they are not ready for in some way. Interesting. Even though it's not about purely the physical space. The physical space is the reaction. Okay? And the Son of Cups is really what will be presented, which is what the Son of Wands knows he wants to present. But do you see what I'm saying? It's like, it's somehow indirectly put on hold. It's somehow indirectly indicated as well. Okay? Like, it's interesting because I'm seeing the Son of Wands, the character of the Son of Wands, is all about action, fire, okay, libido. Okay, the roar of the engine, right? Fire energy is all about also the magnetism physically, the attraction, the chemistry. Looks and is sort of the representative of the Son of Cups, which is more emotion. It's, right, fluid, it's sensory, it's sensitive, it's emotional, sentimental, and intuitive. They speak of passion, right, in their own ways. But again, the Son of Wands, like, is the representative of the Son of Cups. Like, to the High Priestess, it's like, I'm seeing, like, the Son of Wands shows up, like, on behalf of the Son of Cups. It's like, we are here, but it's weird because I'm seeing the Son of Wands doesn't actually consciously acknowledge that this is the character that is representing the space. It's almost as if the Son of Wands, this is in the way that I'm feeling it. The Son of Wands feels that he's obviously representing the Son of Cups, okay? But he's appearing as the Son of Wands because that is the sort of reaction space that is carried out as it is sort of perceived. In the space of inexperience, I'm hearing emotionally. Okay, so whenever somebody feels like they're not emotionally ready or available to, like, experience something here, so they are, like, responding in a more physical way, like their physical body is reacting in some way instead of their emotional body. But they are not announcing that. Okay, they're not, like, saying, this is how it's going to be in the time being, okay? I'm hearing, because it's all relative and it's all practice. Like somebody feels like, oh yeah, they're like, I will eventually, it's funny, because again, I'm seeing the Son of Wands, like almost like feels like he's showing up as the Son of Cups in reverse. Okay? It's like, this is who I am. It's so obvious that I want to show this to you, right? Okay, but I'm just not ready to show that to you. It will be ready. I'm hearing soon enough. I just need more wrapping paper. I need a big red ribbon, and I need to just, kind of get all of the storyline there out. And the Son of Wands is like, appearing contextually instead. Interesting. And kind of rebounding the discussion, but like in a way that is not obvious and unintentional. So to say it in this way, maybe somebody actually feels like the only way that they can kind of even get involved in this space at all, at least right now, is on a physical level. Or in a way to say, like, I am physically attracted to you. But this other person's like, I don't get it. You're the High Priestess, she's like, I can't even identify this space in some way with the Son of Wands. Like, something is not, and the Son of Wands realizes as well that appearing as the Son of Wands is not going to cut it here for the High Priestess and the Empress. Like, I don't know what this is about, but in some shape or form, somebody acknowledges consciously that this is not the character, even that. It's really interesting. I'm seeing the Son of Cups as a character who's to go on stage, but he's like, doesn't have his costume ready. So, like, the he slaps on this outfit that like doesn't even stay on right. Temporarily to walk out to the audience and kind of mention briefly that they need to wait a little longer, okay, the intermission to pass. But the character that he presents himself as is so awkward because it's like, everyone is like wondering, like, what is that guy wearing? I'm hearing on the stage, he's got this hat, but it's like, it looks like it's like, it's starting its own show now. I don't know what something feels mismatched even, perhaps for a number of you, where someone feels like I'm presenting this awkwardly. I feel like I'm even offending her, but they do not want that to be the case. I'm hearing specifically, strongly so. I'm hearing they don't want to present this in a way that comes off as like, I'm just using you. I'm hearing as well, no. Okay? This person does not want you to think that they are also like a one-stop sort of shop. Okay? Their thinking is not for you to think that they are, as they present themselves, in the intermission character. Okay? Like, again, I'm seeing like Son of Cups comes out from behind the curtain and is like, hello everyone, I'm hearing guests at all. We're here with a little bit of a trouble spot. I just need to kind of track my outfit a little longer. But they appear wearing like some kind of even, I'm hearing an outfit suited for the gravitational pull. They're dressed, okay, for like kind of like to handle the reaction that is physical. Okay, so they feel like they're not able to present themselves on an emotional dimension quite yet. This is for a number of you, perhaps. So they come out with this sort of outfit that is to interact in a physical way. Like, they're acknowledging the physical dimension, but they realize this is not, they're like trying to tell even the High Priestess, like, don't pay too much attention to my outfit right now, because this is not like I'm hearing going home without you, or this is by Maroon 5, like, I'm not going home without you. I'm not going home without you. Like, someone's like, don't look at his outfit. But then it's like, well, why are you presenting it like that? Hyper's like confused, man. No. Confused with the Empress as well. She's like, why are you showing me, like, this, okay, when you know that I'm showing up as this? Okay, like, it's weird. Somebody feels really this kind of feeling as well. Okay. Somebody really wants to they want to participate in a certain opportunity. They might know that they are not really able quite yet to move into that space. It can be a level of maturity for a number of you. I'm not sure what that's going to always take it as you will. And they're like, I need to take my time with that. Now, for a number of you, somebody feels like they're not good enough. What is that, right? What is that space of self-talk, all right? It's all perception. For a number of you, somebody feels like they need to also grow into a space, okay, and grow more comfortable with it. Now, for a number of you, you got, again, the High Priestess, you got the Empress, you got the Son of Wands, you got the Son of Cups, right? For a number of you, someone, again, it's like they feel like, I really want also to, I want to be involved in this space. I'm not quite ready yet, so I'm going to just kind of throw my bid in. Even if it's not my best, I mean, not the best that I know I could do. I mean, even if it's not, you know, it's better to do something than nothing, I'm hearing as well. That is really the mentality here of the Son of Wands, is what I'm getting. It's not to say that this is what I want to present to you. The Son of Wands does not want to present this, okay? To the High Priestess in this way, and the Empress. No. They're well aware that this is not, okay, the caption for the image. But the point is here for a number of you, okay, that the question is, what will be written on the exam when it's actually taken? I'm not sure whether that's only like at the end of the day when we question, when we ask those really difficult questions that really require answers, okay, and perhaps even sometimes difficult answers to deliver, depending on what we kind of have focused on in the past. Well, let's see what happens at that point. I'm saying that specifically. The High Priestess, she's like, somebody is confused. There is perhaps even a misunderstanding here, like somebody thought, oh, you just want me for sex. I'm hearing that right off the bat. Like, you just, like, you threw yourself at me like that, and you thought, like, that was supposed to impress me like that. I'm hearing specifically the Empress and the High Priestess. And I'm hearing you had a whole lot of attitude as well. Like, somebody was, like, even, maybe, like, I don't know, for a number of you, it's like somebody even, they didn't know how to keep someone in the game, so they kind of got them confused in it. But for a number of you, not intentionally, but, like, in a way of, like, let me just kind of, like, you know, kind of like sour her patch a little bit. I don't know what that's about. Like, let me provoke her, kind of stimulate her, taunt her, even, yeah, there's a little bit of a taunting energy here. Now, the High Priest is like, I don't get it, okay? Like, you're getting me riled up? Is that what you're doing? Like, at least what you think that you're doing? Like, you think you're riling me up, okay. She's really wondering, like, what the intention is with this behavior and with this act. Now, for a number of you, somebody is kind of suspicious even. They're like, what is with the stage? If that's what you're going to present on it. Like, they're like, is that what you see me as? I'm hearing that as well. No, but here's the thing. Again, no, always take it as a matter of personal interpretation, perception, but for a number of you, not for everyone, okay? I'm here, Marcus, calm down, okay? I'm hearing the movie that you played for her was just fine. It's not about that. I'm hearing specifically. Okay, I'm hearing okay, take it as you will. But for a number of you, it's like, I'm hearing the moves as well that you made on her. It's not that it was like, you know, it's just somebody was kind of like maybe wondering what the intention was there, okay? Like maybe what somebody has in mind or had in mind when they made that move. Now, to say it in this way, yeah, they're like, what was he thinking? Or what was she thinking as well? Now, it's really in this way, like, it's even kind of like somebody felt like they couldn't afford, they wanted a product, okay? They felt like they couldn't afford it, all right? They didn't have enough coins in the piggy bank, so they had to make it poop a little bit. I don't know what that's alluding to, but actually, the symbol of excrement, is that the word? Is actually in some dreams, it represents and symbolizes wealth. So for a number of you, it's like perhaps there was this process of even accruing, I'm hearing also experience or building some sense or state of stability on an emotional level. I'm seeing specifically as emotional for a number of you. But for a number of you, it is also merging in the space of, you know, the emotional sense of security is merging with a sense and state of physical. Also, I'm hearing scrutiny. Like somebody feels like there's something about feeling ready, okay, physically as well, or professionally, or even in a social way. Now, for a number of you, yeah, it has to do with the position. Somebody is so freaking confused. They're like, why did he relate? Why did he Why did he represent or present also why this space like that? Like, I don't know, maybe even someone said like, ooh, like, this is so sexy, isn't it? And someone was like, okay, so it's sexy. I'm hearing it's not special, it's sexy. I'm hearing that specifically. Okay. With a high priest and in the Empress. Like, something with a reaction is like real off here. Like, somebody feels like they don't even, they wonder if somebody is like trying to throw them off, like if they're actually really interested and they're trying to get really more involved in that space with them, or if they're kind of like trying to show that they're not serious. Like, that's what I'm feeling. Somebody's like, are they just not serious? Like, am I the one who's reading it wrong? Like, really, the hyper is just like, is it my goggles that are fucked up? Okay. Fucked up and fucked up. Okay, what is it? Am I just like, did I just not see something clearly here? Am I glazing over the details? Is it my Neptune that's just making me kind of also like fantasize about the space or see something in this space that it is actually not? No. What you are seeing here, for a number of you, if you associate with the archetype of the High Priest, especially if you have a lot of Pisces in your chart, what you're seeing is the projection of this space of intention that is actually revealed by the Son of Wands indirectly. I'm hearing it in that way. Like, somebody's energetically picking up on someone's intention, but the way that they are physically showing up is in a way that is kind of ironic, okay? Because it's like the Son of Cups, right, again, speaks of emotion. It's like, it's like, this is the Son of Cups, okay? I want to speak poetry in your sleep. Wow. To you as you sleep. Okay, like I want to meet you on the dream plane, and I also want to meet you on the emotional plane around you. I'm hearing engulfing you in that space of the expression of my love. Okay, that's like the Son of Cups. Okay, you know what I mean? That's more like actually maybe the Father of Cups. Okay, once the Son of Cups has had a few, I'm hearing takes at penmanship with the poetry. But anyways, Son of Cups you can be the only one who is incredibly I mean, they have an incredible also tongue. Okay, take it as you will, but it has to do with as I'm seeing it, how they communicate what they feel. They have that capacity so strongly, so and they may know that. But they are at this point they're like they're just licking with it right now. Aquarius, I'm hearing specifically. I'm hearing actor, he's an actor. Okay, like somebody has these two sides of them even, like I don't know what that's about, but it's like, again, like you could use your tongue to speak, right? Volumes of poetry, wonderful, beautiful poetry. I'm hearing songs as well, they write songs, and then it's like, they can sing, and then they can use their tongue also physically for other things. Okay, to lick, to eat, to chew, to also like stick it out, like I don't know. It's again like a little bit of maybe of a mischievous energy here with the Son of Wands, like maybe someone who kind of like they taunt, they tease, So where somebody can play it off as also sensitive, they can also play it off as kind of like insensitive. Okay, can we just like say it like that? Like purposely glazing over details. I'm hearing as well with the Son of Wands. Like, I purposely like ran the vacuum over your foot like that kind of thing, Like to the point where somebody feels like, did you purposely do that? Why did you purposely because fire energy here specifically related to the Son of Wands is kind of like, it's very fire is a masculine, right, yang element. It is about the assertive space. And we all have it, right? We all have yang, right, in our composition. We all have the expressive, more physical, active. We are in physical form, right? So the Son of Wands speaks of the actual physical body as well. It can speak of Mars energy, Aries, right? Leo, Sagittarius, the Sun, Jupiter. It's about that solar influence in a way, okay? So somebody might be acting also from the space of their solar energy, intention, okay, which is not entirely inaccurate. They may, to say it in the way that they do also acknowledge you on a physical level, perhaps they feel physically drawn to you, but there's just a matter of what are we defining the space as right now. Okay, so I'm hearing time after time with the Son of Cups, and it's so funny because, you know, the Son of Wands is looking at the High Priestess, again, as the president of the club, but the Son of Cups is also, like, his sidekick, and he's also looking at the High Priestess. So it's like we have Mr. Sensitive, and we have Mr., I'm hearing solved the equation. I'm hearing by startling you. I'm hearing with my start. I'm hearing my start here with the Ace of Wands. I said Ace of Wands, the Son of Wands. Okay, somebody perhaps they are somehow branding even, or they're somehow relaying their character in such a way that almost makes someone maybe even feel uncomfortable. They're like, man, he's literally like, he's almost like he's kind of like attacking me. I'm hearing with his attraction. Hold on, like somebody's like, they feel overwhelmed, yes, by the amount of also focus that is put on the physical space. Again, it does not mean that the emotional space does not exist, but it's like somebody doesn't even, it's funny because I'm saying the Son of Wands shows up with like his best friend, okay, Son of Cups. They show up like at the High Priestess's front door. But I'm hearing specifically in front of the school. I'm hearing at her classroom, and they're like, they meet her like right before she gets into her class. and it's like, but the Son of Wands, is, see that orb, beautiful. The Son of Wands is like, here I am, hey, yeah, so I am gonna like change my clothes later so we can like get it on. I'm hearing after school, and the High Priestess is like, what the F? I'm hearing, what in the absolute? Why are you like talking to me like that? I'm hearing as well, why are you like telling me that even? Like talking to me like that? There's gonna be somebody even like, they're kind of like, you know, I'm hearing boys, 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 ba-na-na-na-na-na, boys, boys, boys. What's that song? Is that by Lady Gaga? Anyways, yeah, I'm hearing, it's that good old game of also, I'm gonna chase you on the playground kind of thing and throw the ball straight smack dab into your forehead so that you like focus on me. Okay. Yeah, it's like, how do we attract? There's a physical dimension, and there is also the emotional. Okay, so anyways, not to say that they're, again, separate from one another. It's all sort of frequency, right? Engaging in the space of, I'm hearing the human interaction. I'm hearing in form. Now, for a number of you, though, I'm hearing in physical form. Son of Cups here, again, Son of Wands. Now, it's funny, because I'm seeing the Son of Wands, okay, who's like this like tough kind of character, shows up, okay, to the High Priestess, and is like, hey, I am your man. I'm hearing as well. And, you know, but I'm not seeing it as like in a chief executive kind of way. I'm seeing it again in a way of like, they're almost like unconsciously kind of like, I'm hearing like serving themselves in this space. Like they're kind of like creating this space around them that they don't really even like consciously, I'm hearing create in some way. Like they don't realize that they're coming off as like this, like this rough and tumble type of talker as well. I don't know what that's alluding to. Like they feel almost like kind of defensive for a number of you. Again, I'm seeing it like in the way of somebody who wants to buy something but they don't have enough money yet. So they like come off, they're like, hey, they're like kind of even aggressive because they have this fear. They're trying to hold on to this space in some way. But they feel like they cannot actually, what they really want to do, they really want to hold on to it on an emotional level. They want to be vulnerable, but they feel like they cannot be vulnerable. So then they are, what they ride out with is the Harley Davidson, okay, of the heart-to-heart conversation. Okay, that might kind of hurt the feelings of the High Priestess every now and then, where the High Priestess is like, why are you talking to me like that? Why are you being the Romeo who's like rude? I'm hearing, please. Go read a Rumi poetry book already. I'm hearing that specifically. Like, but she's truly confused. She's like, what? First of all, why do you even like catch me like right before I go to my class like that? First of all. Second of all, why are you why are you rodeoing me around like that? I'm hearing as well, like, why are you testing me? I'm hearing, are you testing me? My patience as well. The High Priestess and the Son of Wands, like, are you testing, like, how far I'll go? Yeah, somebody feels like somebody's actually testing them in terms of their values, okay? So the High Priestess is like, are you, like, trying to see if I'm that kind of girl? I'm hearing as well. I don't know what that's alluding to. Always take it as you will. Son of Wands, like, looking at the High Priestess, but that's not his intention. I've got to make that super clear. It's coming through super clearly. That is not his intention, okay? I'm hearing he's just trying to make conversation with you as well. He's trying to somehow just, he feels like that's the only way right now that he can get involved with you, okay? It's a kind of like throw comments that you'll catch and kind of, you know, maybe be concerned about, but that's the least of the concern right now. The point is, all we need is to get you kind of captivated in some way or another, okay? Anyways, now, again, it's ironic because the Son of Wands actually shows up with the Son of Cups, who's like super I'm hearing the antisocial. I'm hearing of what the Son of Wands calls his social persona. Okay? Like the Son of Cups is kind of like that dorky, that dorky, you know. I'm hearing introverted interaction that the Son of Wands is actually waiting, yearning to have with the High Priestess. Oh, yeah. Wink, wink. Caught you there, didn't we? Okay. Yeah, like, I really actually want to be dorky with her. But I can't be that type of dancer yet. So I gotta just, I'm hearing drag her across the dance floor. For now, at least. But they don't realize they're doing that. Again, I'm hearing this specifically. It's not a conscious thing for a number of you. This person, like, they literally, it's like out of even love. It's like, you know, when children, like, they play with each other and they just, like, they hurt each other even. Like, they, like, slap each other. They, like, push each other, you know. It's, they want to play with them. They want to play with them and they want to play with their toys as well. The High Priest is like, Son of Wands actually is, like, very interested, okay? Very, very curious about this magic 8-ball that the High Priestess has, okay, that she holds ownership over, I'm hearing as well. He's actually very curious, okay, and so is the Son of Cups, like, extremely so. This guy should be a friend of the Son of Wands for a number of you big time. Like, they show up and they're like, they, like, ride by the High Priestess, and they're like, yeah, you know, we're, like, you know, we're watching you, and the Son of Cups is, like, the dead giveaway, okay, the innocence, okay, the innocent character, okay, to the Son of Wands, like, even the sheer fact that the Son of Wands rolls up with the Son of Cups shows, like, even the sheer fact that the Son of Wands is, like, shows up with his best friend, the Son of Cups, of all people, the Son of Cups, right, makes very clear that the Son of Wands is not really all that, you know, kind of like, I'm hearing, kind of, like, impressionable, like, but to say it in the way, like, the Son of Wands actually doesn't care about being the Son of Wands. Like, it's, like, really like that. It's really ironic. It's super interesting, this interaction. It's fascinating. I'm going to watch this reading a few times over. This is really interesting. High Priestess upright with the Son of Cups and the Son of Wands. It's like, what they really want is to live the fantasy out, okay? Like, yeah, like, someone's playing it really hard and someone's playing it really soft. It could be two people who show up in the same space together and they present in some way to the High Priestess. And the High Priestess is like, I feel like I feel something here. Like, I feel like it's not the Son of Wands. Like, he's not really the Son of Wands. I feel like he's actually the Son of Cups. But he's, like, storytelling backwards, I think. I remember that specifically. Like, High Priestess is like, well, she's honestly confused. She's like, why aren't you showing me, like, this part of you first? Why aren't we first forming the, like, sensitive, sentimental connection, you know? And then we move into this sort of, like, more, active, I'm hearing, role. Like, so somebody feels like the timeline is sort of outside of itself in some way. Like, somebody feels like the timing is a little off, or the order of events is kind of off. Like, she's like wondering, why is the focus on the physical aspect first? So for a number of you, yeah, it's real interesting. Somebody feels, and at that point, that's when the High Priestess questions, wait a second, like, what does he think of me? Does he see me as just like this, you know, this just like, this dress-up doll, this maid, I'm hearing as well, who just like serves him and his jokes, I'm hearing, to feed his own ego, I'm hearing as well. Like, Son of Wands maybe like throws out these comments, like he doesn't realize what he says, I'm hearing specifically. Like, it doesn't have to necessarily be a he, a she, a it, an a group, a business, a thought group, a social paradigm. Okay, anyways, for number of you, yeah, whatever this energy space is depicted as, I'm hearing he specifically right here with the Son of Wands, always take it as you will, but the Son of Wands here, it's sort of like, it's a kind of thing where they just like, they say something just to keep the conversation going. Like, they don't want the conversation to end, so they just keep, they throw out these like marbles that go rolling, and the High Priestess is like, kind of like, she rolls over one of them, and she's like, kind of like, almost like trembling and like losing her grip. And the Son of Wands is like, at least she's getting involved. Like, why you're sending her rolling across the dance floor, looking like I'm hearing a relative of yours. I'm hearing that lost touch with you. I'm hearing specifically, like, what? Somebody feels like they're making the situation, the dynamic, awkward. They're like, why are you putting me in this position to look like a complete doofus? I'm hearing as well. Like, you're making me look like I'm drunk as well. Like, I don't know if two people are, it's tension. It's tension. Yeah, but anyways, at the end of the day, again, I'm seeing the Son of Cups and the Son of Wands showing up together, okay? This is like, this is like the bad boy in the Breakfast Club, okay? Who shows up, I'm hearing it specifically in this way, with like the valedictorian of the class, okay, of the school. And they're like, it's so interesting because the Son of Wands shows up like with this vest on, I'm hearing, like on his chest. Like, he's got this like armor in some way. I don't know. He's got, not armor, but he's got this like kind of attitude, this aura that's shielded in some way, maybe even defensive, confrontational, but still connected to the Son of Cups, right? Yet again, to the valedictorian of the school. And it's like when they show up in this space, it's like, yeah, like, even like somebody who's really tall and really short, I'm saying like somebody who's really tall and really short, they're showing up in the same space. And in a way, at the end of the day, the effect is neutralized. Okay. Now, for a number of you, this is not necessarily two physical people. This is the intuition of the High Priestess of what she senses in the Son of Wands, okay? She's like sensing this really, right? And she's seeing this. So in a way, what she's getting of the situation is confusing. Okay, let's just like say it like that. Can we just say it like that? Okay, Capricorn. Can we just say it like that? I think I'm talking to a few of your cross-watchers here. Yeah, I'm hearing the ones who wear their hair, I'm hearing untied every now and then. When they feel like they're talking to you, it's like they need to take their hair down to understand this. I'm hearing specifically. But they're also incredibly attracted to you. Oh my. I'm hearing, can somebody crack a window open? Because damn, I'm hearing, he's my Casanova. I'm hearing that specifically. Okay, like somebody sees you walking by and they do not, I'm hearing, lose eye contact. With even if it's the side of your head. Yeah, no. They have no problem with that. They will keep looking until they I'm hearing fall over. Yeah, I'm hearing until they completely, until also they feel that they are in some sort of visionary space. I'm hearing, and it's an illusion, like with the High Priestess, like she's You even got somebody here meditating on you, on your energy. Oh my, Capricorn. But it's because she's confused, yeah. I'm hearing that specifically. Somebody's incredible. They're like, is he like, what is it? What is he doing when he does that? I'm hearing as well. When he shows me that side of him, like that rebellious also nature, where he like ignores me, I'm hearing as well. Like he acts like I'm just like grass that he's bulldozing over. I'm hearing as well. Like super insensitive. Like he like bumps into me with his backpack as well. I'm hearing, is this love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Is it love? It don't hurt me. Yeah, so for number also, like, somebody doesn't call someone up, they don't call someone back, they're like, what's up with that, man? Why does he also, like, he sends me that picture, and then he, like, doesn't put a caption to it, and then he leaves me second-guessing what the whole storyline is. Like, he leaves me interpreting what his tension point is, okay? Like, I wasn't even the one who asked you for that picture, you sent it to me, I'm hearing that specifically. And now you have me here asking you questions about what you have, okay, created, okay, as a space of tension as well. Yeah, so somebody is actually, they're getting someone kind of riled up, all right? I'm feeling pressure in the heat. I'm hearing heat and pressure in my left ear. It's like I'm feeling even somebody's like licking someone's ear. I don't know what that's alluding to. And this person's like, I don't know what he's doing. I mean, when he does that as well. Like maybe somebody shows a lot of physical affection, but then there's like no, like, then they don't accompany it with like the softer qualities I'm hearing of the interaction. I'm not sure what, like, they like lick your ear, but then they don't tell you like I love you. I'm hearing as well, like in your ear. I'm hearing it in that way with the Ace of Swords and in the High Priestess. Now, for a number of you, I'm hearing, oh, that's what she wants me to do. Man, okay, got it. Okay, Capricorn, taking notes. Oh, okay, she wants me to do that. Okay, we're gonna like touch her like that, and then tell her like about it like that. Got it. Okay, Capricorn. You take your notes, do your thing. Okay, no, don't worry. Ace of Wands and reverse. Mother Wands are right. Just, yeah, the hat's right there. You can feel free to leave a tip, leave a donation. Nothing like Johnny's donations. Oh my goodness. Oh, Johnny. Yeah, you donate like, I don't know. He's cool dude. Shout out to Johnny there. Alright, Mother Wands are bright. Ace of Wands. You are a legend, Johnny. You are like, Mother Wands are bright, Ace of Swords are bright. Now, for a number of you, like, someone, yeah. They feel someone's behavior comes out of nowhere as well. Somebody's also extremely hot and cold. Like, one minute they show someone, like, a lot of also physical affection and attraction. They're like, look at me. And they, like, send them selfies. And then it's, like, the next minute they're like, look away. Don't look at me. I'm hearing that specifically. Are you looking at me like that? I'm hearing that specifically. Yeah, I know my butt is behind me, but it doesn't belong to you. I'm hearing as well. I don't know what that's about. Like, somebody's like, don't look at my butt like that. I'm hearing specifically. I'm hearing what? Are you like, are you sharing? I'm not sure what that's about. Ace of Wands in reverse, Mother Wands are bright. Like, somebody's like, I don't get it. Like, one minute this person acts like they're my boyfriend, who's like possessive, I'm hearing as well. And then the next minute they act like they are my brother, who wants to like break me down. Yeah, I'm hearing it's called attraction. I'm hearing in grade school. I'm hearing that specifically. I'm hearing get on my wavelength, honey. I'm hearing that with the High Priestess and the Son of Wands. I'm seeing like at a certain point, like, oh my god, Capricorn. I'm seeing at a certain point, like, the High Priestess actually gets, like, kicked off by the Son of Wands, like, to the point where she's now on his level. And she's like, how did I get here? Why do I have this ball in my hand now? And I feel like I need to throw it at him? What's this about? Come on, man. Get me out of this. I'm hearing string theory. I'm hearing specifically. Like, she's getting triggered. The High Priest is getting triggered. That's it. Yep, by Son of Wands. Okay. And it's funny because now the Son of Wands is in the future with the Son of Cups. Son of Cups leading out. Mirroring the High Priestess. Like, and the High Priestess has her back to the Son of Wands, but she's, like, looking at where the Son of Wands was, staring at her. So somebody's, like, kind of, like, taunting, okay? Playing this kind of, like, game of, like, attraction, cat and mouse. I'm gonna bite you, you're gonna turn around, you're not gonna know what bit you, baby. Yeah, that's right, I called you baby. I'm hearing, but then then I called you a bad bitch. And then you wondered, like, what that was about when that was the phrase of choice. Okay, so somebody's, like, they're thrown off completely by the way somebody is, like, behaving here. Okay, they're like, I don't get Theodore. I'm hearing, and his whole vest thing that he does. I'm hearing his guard. He's got his guard up. But then he gets me also turned on, like, sometimes, like, kind of. I'm hearing kind of. Mother Wands, right. Ace Wands in reverse. Daughter Wands in reverse. Because she doesn't know what to make of the situation. She doesn't know what to say also about it. Also to herself and her group. I'm hearing her groupies there. I'm hearing her children as well. Like, in some way, she doesn't know how to represent officially this space. Like, even, like, I'm seeing somebody goes back to her friend group, and she's like, and everyone's like, what's going on? Like, are you guys just pals? Or is he, like, you know, is he the prince, the knight in shining armor kind of thing? And I'm seeing, like, the High Priest is like, honestly, girlfriend, I'm hearing, I'm kind of going bananas. I'm here trying to get an answer to that one. I'm here to figure that one out here with the High Priestess upright and the Son of Wands upright. And so, yeah. But, you know, here's the thing. The High Priestess is mirroring the Son of Cups, and she's also mirroring the Father of Pentacles. She knows that she is, and she knows her worth as well. Here, the Empress is mirroring the High Priestess. Now, what is worth always takes you well, but she knows that she's intuitive, first of all. First and foremost, let's lay that out as a ground rule here. You're dealing with someone here who is incredibly intuitive. Even if she gets, like, quote-unquote confused, she ain't confused, baby, okay? She knows that, okay, there is a ball in every room at a certain point in time, and that it bounces, all right, that there is a scale, that there is a cycle of growth, and at the end of the day, though, most importantly of all, that there is the wisdom of interpretation to interpret it all. So what you see is not what you get. That is the High Priestess's underlining. I'm hearing underlining knowledge. I'm hearing also the wisdom. I'm hearing that she keeps sometimes to herself. Like, for a number of you, this could also be her with her, where she's like, you know, I feel like I don't get it, but then I get it. I'm feeling, pressure on the heart chakra, okay. For a number of you, it's like she feels, whoever this is, they are like a mother. They're incredibly nurturing. Incredibly. And this is a magnetizing quality of this person to this person, actually, the Son of Wands. For a number of you, dealing with somebody who actually did not have a really strong mother figure in their growing years. Somebody who embodied the Empress sort of energy. This is something new for this person. Okay? They are not... They have not known what it would feel like to connect to an Empress. Really think about that. Okay, here, I'm hearing specifically, and it could be, you know, the integration of that aspect within themselves. We all have an inner Empress, right? All males, we all have an inner Empress. All females, we all have an inner Empress. All, however gender we associate with, we encapsulate in some way that character within us. So what is our conversation with it exactly? That, for a number of you, is a focus here in terms of the Son of Wands. I'm saying specifically. The character of the Son of Wands perhaps in some way is grappling with the identity space of the Empress, really. So even if, let's say, this is a space of attraction for him to the High Priestess, what really it is actually reflecting and bringing up for review is the magnetism to the quality of woman. I'm hearing womanhood. Okay, so for number, yeah, it's divine feminine. For number you, it's like somebody is actually, they are in some way setting an example, and this person is attracted to that. They're like, wow, damn, I'm hearing that's like the way it's done. I'm hearing specifically, like somebody is incredibly impressed, okay, by somebody's also, I'm hearing the fortitude that they have. This is a very strong female figure. For a number of you, they have divine energy as well that they do create with. They are a creator. They embody, they exude that energy, space, and field. I'm hearing oracally. It is actually in their aura. I'm seeing pink. I'm seeing pink in the aura for a number of you. It's like also like a fuchsia, a pink here with the Empress and the High Priestess. And so this is something really seriously new for whoever this person is. I'm feeling like I'm smelling smoke. Like someone here feels that they're like, is it also, they're intimidated by it. Yeah, they're like, what does that mean? What is this show and display of passion reflect of my show and display of passion? The degree with which I can actually, reveal this part of my character. So somebody finds that in the wake of the almost, I was saying it in this way, the masculine captivation of one's also, I'm hearing internalized power, and be it that which is related to intuition, empathy as well. One's ability to also be receptive to a certain space. How is it that challenges my character of authority with my own perception of my masculinity, of my personal relationship with my power, my state, and my sense of expression of it? So, oh my goodness, for now I'm seeing green everywhere. For a number of you, this is actually a question of the activation of the heart chakra. And you are dealing perhaps with somebody who you feel you are working with on that level in some way. You're like, I know, I'm working with him. I need to get him to that point. I'm hearing specifically, always take it as you will. Again, this could be somebody with themselves. They're like, again, how is it that I really allow myself to identify with this archetype? Where, we take masculinity and we also take femininity and we display passion and we display also power in a way that is submissive. Wow. It's like, how do I show you, in other words, that I am interested in you in the space of openness to you? So this is a question of how somebody actually is grappling with their own passion, with their own attraction. The feeling of attraction, okay, it's like, how do I display that? So in some ways, right, it kind of can come off as sort of like aggressive. It could come off as assertive, the question of, well, how do I show this? This feeling that I feel, is it something that I need to even test? Okay, I need to even build tension with in some way, that I need to almost create a space of. Okay, so it's kind of like there is an objectification of the space of passion as power, attraction as power, that is to be wielded in a certain way. The direct application of power. Now, for a number in attraction, for a number of you though, isn't that really, right, the sort of even phallic imagery that we do see on the Son of Wands card, right? The direction, which is related to the element of fire. Now, but here's the interesting thing. When we see also here depicted the element of fire with the Empress and the High Priestess, there is primarily the Empress, which speaks of Aries energy specifically, right? This is fire as well. But I'm hearing it's non-linear. I'm hearing it's something that is a radiation, okay, of passion and heat. That's what we see with the embodiment of the space of passion and the simultaneous expression of it. So it's like we can express passion in a number of ways, right? We can direct it, and then we can kind of emanate it. So not to say that, any one way is better or worse or whatever it is, but for a number of you, this is something of just a focus on how is it that we are seeing also ourselves involved in this space of how we synthesize and integrate in the space of attraction. So somebody perhaps feels like, in this space of what I'm interested in this space of what I'm attracted to, how is it that I participate? Plain and simple. What's my role? How is it that I feel that I am actually relevant to the space? So somebody feels that they're grappling with their own imagery, actually, in the portrait of what they actually see themselves creating within the space of what they love. They feel somehow, perhaps for a number of you, like pointless. I'm hearing that as well for me. They're like, what's my point here? Well, I'm hearing, what's my dick for? I'm hearing it's more than that. I know it is. I'm hearing it's gotta be. I'm hearing that specifically. Somebody feels like the attraction's not enough, and they feel that and they know that. Oh dear, I'm hearing that specifically Aquarius. Somebody wants to be more than that. They really do. They do not, and they know this, like in their heart, they know. Not to say that they also don't feel attracted physically, but they do not want it to end there. I'm hearing that specifically Capricorn. And, so in a certain way, they want to represent the Son of Cups, right? Ironically, they want to interface in this way, but they almost hold this character almost behind this sort of like screen, and the face that they show is that of the Son of Wands. And so, yeah. Okay. I'm hearing, yeah, okay. So the High Priestess in the middle of the spread is hoping for a change. I'm hearing like soon. She's like, really? I'm hearing, I don't know what I'm going to do with Gizmodo here and his gadget. I'm hearing the one that just, winks at me and walks down the hall. I know he's into me. I know he wants more. He's just not showing up. I'm hearing face to face in that way. I'm hearing on an emotional level, which is what I need, which is what I want, and which is what I actually expect. And so for a number of you, somebody is really, they feel that they have to play this, really patient sort of position here. Okay, and they feel that it is a matter of practice as well. Practice throwing the ball and the stick and, running back and forth and fetch and, all of that good stuff. I'm here with the High Priestess and the Ace of Wands in reverse. Okay. And so for a number of you, it's like, how do we move through these levels that we feel are actually irrelevant to, the final outcome? So some of you feels like I need to just kind of like play this game here a little bit, okay? With the Son of Cups. I'm hearing like through the Son of Wands. I don't know what that's about. We can always take it as you will. But for a number of you, this is something that is actually a theory that's being thrown around. And someone is like, I'm not ready yet. And this person kind of like, they feel it. They know that that's kind of not the question that they're really even answering. It's not really a matter of time. It's not really a matter of readiness. Again, it's a little bit ironic because it's not actually about the ball and how it's thrown. It's a matter of how we feel when we hold the ball in our hands. That's really the point, right? And what we feel in that moment determines how we throw it, how far we throw it, and who do we really throw it to. Okay, so I'm saying for a number, this is a matter of commitment. Making the decision of who we commit to is not so much a matter of timing, right? It's a matter of what we feel we are telling ourselves in that moment. Do we tell ourselves that we're not ready yet? Do we tell ourselves that we're not good enough? Do we tell ourselves that they are not in some shape or form, open to us in some way? At what point do we surrender to the point of vulnerability with what we actually value? So in other words, for a number of you, I'm seeing it's really getting to the point of being vulnerable in the space of acknowledging and admitting what you really feel on the unconditional plane, where you're like, I'm hearing in the unconditional state, okay, of being, I'm hearing present to that emotion. So for a number of you, it's like this. It's like, I really do love this. Now, I'm not going to take that emotion and kind of analyze it through the spectrum and the lens of society, of my peers, of my own story, of my own sense of, self-talk. I'm hearing as well. I'm hearing also strategy. I can technically feel like I need to even strategize this feeling. I'm hearing strategize this feeling before it is that I actually acknowledge it. Especially out in a performative way, in a public way before I present it, especially socially for a number of you, even professionally for a number of you, this is in your industry. But at the end of the day, it's just my heartbeat. And, you know, we don't tell the heart to stop and go, and, you know, when it's the best time for it to begin, and when it's the best time for it to kind of also take a break from what it does. It's like the heart is honest, right? If it's beating fast, it's beating fast. If it's slowing down, it's feeling, you know, like it's calmer around that time of the day. Well, that's also, right, kind of the pace that's natural for it at that time, perhaps. So for a number of you, it's like let's say it in this way, you're operating the space, perhaps even in on a psychological level of like where you don't want to judge what you feel. Okay, you might be at that level where you're like, I don't want to sit here and like judge what I feel, even if it is through the lens of what I feel they might feel about what I feel. In other words, I'm hearing Capricorn, Scorpio, if I love this one thing, whatever it is, it could be an aspect even of my own being, right? If I know I hold this potential, what does it mean to hold it? Does it mean to hope for it, right? That one day it will be something that I will kind of like say out loud and represent in a public way, I'm hearing in an official way. When does it actually become part of my reality? Of my reality. I'm hearing I'm not important enough yet. I'm hearing as well with the Father of Pentacles and the Son of Cups, like somebody feels like there's some kind of social programming that they feel subject to in some way, perhaps. It can be academic, for me, and professional. Like somebody feels like they're not competitive in a certain field yet as well. Now, whatever it is, it's a matter of honesty at the end of the day, right? And I believe this came through in another one of the readings, like, you know, aren't college graduates oftentimes highly sought after, right? It's like you can have somebody who jumps into the field ready to get their hands and their feet wet, ready to get involved, ready to learn, right? This is the learning process. It's about the learning curve. This came through in the Aquarius reading big time. But for a number of you, it's like there's something that somebody feels they need to kind of freely move through the space of now. That might be what they're, you know, feeling eventually they would move through the space of as. But it gets to the point where they realize, again, there's no like first base. I'm hearing that specifically as well here with the Son of Cups and the Magician. It's like there's no like, you know, at the end of the day, what is a natural feeling will be naturally felt. So what is the point at which we honor that, where we don't like stick our finger, I'm hearing, in the hole and like try to figure out what we feel, I'm hearing, at that moment, and then focus on that. I'm not sure what that's alluding to, but it's like reverse engineering of the feeling space. Like what is it that I am feeling? And then I'm going to kind of acknowledge, like, I don't know, let's backtrack. Okay, clear that energy space, Aquarius, I'm hearing specifically. For a number of you, somebody feels that they are about to make a huge frickin' decision. They feel like they are about to completely obliterate the past, completely throw out the history of also what they considered of themselves they would become. For a number of you, you have the Father of Pentacles and the Magician. I'm hearing first things first, they are not a follower. I'm hearing specifically. Okay, so somebody feels like they're also on the threshold of carving out a whole new identity space. It could be something that they feel is also going to be branded in a public way that might be, it will test, I'm hearing, you know, the way that time has told, I'm hearing certain truths out, okay, whatever that may mean, I'm sure we'll remember you. But again, let's backtrack here. It's quite simple here, Capricorn. At the end of the day, I'm hearing the resting point is here with the High Priestess of intuition, of also feeling, where it's like, again, if we feel it, let us just, I'm hearing, allow the reverberation of that emotion just to be. You know, it's like, if it's a sound that we want to make, let us just make it and let that just be, even the silence at times, right? It's like, you know, let's not feel that we need to, neither here nor there, define also our emotions within a certain space, within a certain spectrum of experiencing them. Okay, so for a number of you, it's a matter of characterizing your emotions. And here now comes the Ace of Wands upright, mirroring the Ten of Cups. For a number of you, it's like somebody is maybe starting to realize or find balance in the space of how their actions or how their physical body is related to their emotional paradigm. In some way, someone here perhaps is feeling that even they are finding the space of balance of the element and the propensity of leadership and assertion within a space that is actually, I'm hearing specifically, sensitive and intuitive. So again, and emotionally based. So for a number, and emotionally cognizant, I'm hearing in that way here with the Son of Cups. So for a number of you to say in this way, somebody's balancing, they're learning how to balance the temperament of attraction with also receptivity, where it's like, I want, and then I sense. Okay? So it's like the give and the take. Beautiful. Really, really interesting. And it's calming, honestly, here. I'm hearing Capricorn. At the end of the day, there is a comfort zone that we reach here with the Mother of Wands and the Magician, where it's like we no longer are faced with this space of friction. I'm smelling floral. It's beautiful. I'm seeing for number you're like, you're somehow interacting with this space. I'm seeing specifically the Empress, the space of attraction, but in a way that you perhaps are receptive to it. Thank you so much for tuning in. Love and light to you. Enjoy this period. I'm going to jump into your extended reading. Feel free to reach that via the link in the bio box below. Remember, I'm hearing poetry here with the Empress, Son of Cups, and the Mother of Wands. Somebody is like really starting to get more involved in a storm space as well. Love and light to you. Enjoy this period, and I'll see you soon. Bye. I'm hearing Gemini and Aquarius. Bye, Capricorn. And a quick little note for a number you may find that watching the Gemini or Aquarius readings could provide further insights for you. There could be a focus on the also space of interaction. Specifically, Gemini and Aquarius speak of communication. They are air signs. They speak, I'm feeling pressure in the crown chakra. For a number of you, there's something that perhaps you're getting guidance to speak about as well here, all right? You might feel that you are guided or called to speak about something here. Love and light to you. Enjoy this period, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Again, Capricorn, one more little note. Aquarius and Gemini really they want to come through here repetitively. So for a number of you, there could be something that you're thinking about collaborating with in the space of love and light to you. One more little note, Capricorn. For a number of you, this will be different, right? For everyone, Gemini and Aquarius, you might want to take a look at where those energies might sit in your personal birth chart. There could be a focus specifically on those areas of life in terms of how you might also see a certain more I'm saying that in some way you might find that you are drawn to interact with these energies or energy spaces in some way, even context these areas of life. All right, always again, take it as you will as your Capricorn. Be safe and pursue a number of ways, and I'll see you soon.